Any connection with Hatha Yoga? With the snakes? Jamila ji?
Kundalini, Kundalini.
Ah, yes. Yes.
सर ह म्हणजे सूर्यनाडी आणि ठ म्हणजे चंद्रनाडी.
Okay.
त्या दोघांचं बॅलन्स म्हणजे हठयोग.
Absolutely. So in Hatha Yoga, we talk about awakening of your Kundalini energy. So Kundalini is nothing but the energy that you have inside you, but it is in a dormant or sleeping state. So you have to awaken this sleeping energy. And how will you awaken it? With the help of meditation and yoga. So that is called as awakening of the Kundalini. Yeah? And this is being done with the practice of different forms of meditation. Okay, so can you see this small child who is meditating on different parts of his body? Yeah, so when you meditate on different parts which are there on your spinal cord, you are able to open up these energy centers of your body. And what is this called as? Yeah, for the teachers, what is this called as?
Chakras.
Yeah, these are chakras, and they lead to awakening of the Kundalini. And again, this Kundalini is considered to be in the form of a snake. Okay? So it is, when it is dormant, it is at the Mooladhara chakra. And with meditation, when you open these channels, these doors, the energy moves up like a snake. And so it is called as Kundalini, which is nothing but the form of a snake. Okay. So this is the relation of snake with yoga. So much is it deep, it is deeply connected, and all these concepts you find it coming from the Vedas. And so study of the Vedas is very important when you say that you want to teach yoga. Okay, everybody? Yes, do you all agree? Say yes. I think this question is for the teachers mostly. Yeah. So now we will be hearing different stories from the Vedas, which actually have changed the perspective of mankind of looking towards life. Okay, so I will just give an example, like how deeply these Vedas are written, how much thought process is involved in this. Just to take an example, there are all these different type of stories are there. I think one of this tree is very much, I think Jamila ji would be familiar with this tree. What is this tree called as?
Don't have this tree.
Okay.
Banyan tree.
Acha, okay. That's actually a tree which we find only in Africa. So I thought like maybe. Okay.
Probably the south of Africa, but we don't have. We have palm trees.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a continent. Africa is a continent. So yeah. So that's actually called as babua tree. Have you heard of this babua? Babua. Okay. Now the beauty of this tree is that its roots are up. Okay. You can see that it looks as if the roots are hanging in the sky. It's an inverted kind of.
Can you write down of the tree? The name of the tree in the chat, please.
Yes. Learned ABCD. Okay. But if I ask the question, why exactly the letters in English language start with A? Does anybody has an answer? Yes. Anyone has an answer? Why the alphabets in English ABCD start with A and not G and not P? Yes, Jamila, do you know why they start with A? But I hope you know ABCD.
Oh, yes, of course.
So you didn't ask in your school days why it should start with A?
I'm
Yes.
like, why?
So this is the power of Vedas. The Vedas are not just religious books. They make you think. Yeah. So we feel that we are very advanced civilization, but the civilization which was 5,000 years back also had a lot of beautiful qualities. Yeah. And really it makes us wonder that how they could think so advanced 5,000 years back. Yes. So rational thinking, scientific temper, these are the words that we feel that they are developed in today's modern world. But these were actually a part of the lifestyle of the Vedic civilization. So 5,000 years back, today, whatever the languages, Indian languages that we have, okay, I just have an example here. So, yeah, in Indian language, in Hindi or Marathi, the starting of the Vyanjan, what is the starting of the Vyanjan? Yes, Gita or
Ko.
so, okay. Do you all agree? Everybody? Yes, teachers raise their hands, those who know Indian languages. Yes. Do you all agree?
Sir,
All-
Devanagiri.
Devanagari, yes, they all start with Ko. Okay. So if I ask again the same question, why are letters, alphabet start with Ko? How many of you have answers?
सर
Huh?
सर केन उपनिषद मध्ये दिलेलं आहे ते आणि आपण जे सगळे प्रश्न विचारतो म्हणजे जसं की कोणत्या गावी चाललायस कुठे चाललायस हे सगळे क पासूनच सुरू होतात.
Ko पासून सुरू होतात. So आहे ना इंटरेस्टिंग एकदम? Yes.
येस
बरोबर. आता तुम्ही तुमच्या मित्रांना आणि मैत्रिणींना असा हा प्रश्न विचारायचा. ओके. सो why we have the Indian letter starting with K is because there is no question which cannot be asked without the use of the letter K. Ko. All the questions like when are you going? It's like in English you have WH questions. When, where, why, how.
And what?
All these like WH questions in Indian language, they start with Ka. Kab, kyu, kaise, kaha, kuthe, kewa, kadhi. Okay, so all these questions, they start with the letter K. And this was the idea that you cannot understand the complete truth. Ved means truth. The path towards knowledge and truth starts with questions. So if you don't get questions in your mind, you can never understand the complete truth.
You can start the journey.
And so the alphabets in Indian languages were started with the letter K. And this answer is being given in, as Gita has said, is from the Kena Upanishad. Kena Upanishad is a part of the Vedas. Yeah, you might have heard this Upanishad word. Yes, all the teachers? Isn't it interesting? So that in this way, you have so many stories from the Vedas which we can tell our kids, and really not only kids, but even we develop a different aspect of looking towards life. Yeah? Is it interesting?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the activity for the teachers, that you have to find out these stories and you have to tell it to your kids and help them develop a new approach towards life. Okay. So this is how.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I wanted to know once again about that banyan tree. Actually, your voice got cut there.
Okay. So this story, the banyan tree, is all about how to understand the universe. Okay, Brahman. The Brahman and the Atman concept is so difficult to understand. So to simplify that, they give an analogy of a banyan tree or a baboa tree, which is like the roots are hanging in the air, whereas the branches are in beneath the ground. Okay, so this is the way the universe is being made, and based on these hanging roots, you have the nests of the birds, or you can say this is how on these branches you have these solar systems, these different planets. So the universe is like a mini replica of a baboa tree. So this is a concept which comes again from Upanishads about the understanding of the universe.
So it's backwards.
It's backwards.
The tree is backwards.
It is backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Yeah? So there are different stories. It's they also give you this idea of the spider creating its own web. There's the story of two birds. Of that, one bird is eating a fruit and the second is observing. They are the drashta and the drushya. So these are very great philosophical concepts. So unless and until you understand these, you don't understand the beauty of yoga. Because otherwise yoga is just postures. You are just trying to be upside down, bending your spine here and there, you're jumping and doing some kind of gymnastics, but you don't understand why exactly we are doing this kind of gymnastics and why this torture to your body. So when you understand this, you feel more happy and beautiful. You enjoy the beauty of it. And this is our purpose in Kids Yoga, to introduce these ideas. These ideas are like seeds. Plant these seeds in the minds of the kids when they are small. So maybe after 5 years, 10, 15, 20 years, they germinate, they grow like the trees. Yeah. And they are better citizens of this world, making this world more holistic and beautiful place to live in. Yeah. So with this, we will end the session. I think in COVID crisis also, the teachings from Vedas are very much apt. The Vedic lifestyle was all about touching your palms, remembering about the divinity in you, divinity in the universe, okay, and the connection. This connection, even today, in the COVID, yeah, this all the global leaders are now following the Vedic philosophy, where how to have a vegan diet, a balanced diet, holistic diet, hand washing. Initially, they used to wash the feet, hands before they used to enter the kitchen, enter the house. These all are the sanitary hygiene practices. And today, because of the infectious diseases, we are able to understand how much importance it is. It always talked about preserving nature, conserving nature. And today, when it is global warming, we now again realize the importance of nature, animals, and plants around us. Okay. So thank you very much. We will end this session with the chanting of Omkar. 3 rounds of Mountain Omkar, and we will end. Yes, all the kids, are you ready to do Mountain Omkar?
Yes.
Okay, great. So everybody sit in a comfortable pose. Very good. Yes. In a sitting meditative pose. Very good. With your back completely straight. Yes. Now I will be drawing a mountain like this, and when I draw the mountain, you will be say, when I move up, you will be doing A, then you will be doing Oo, and when I come down, you will be doing this, okay? And when I come down, yeah, you will be exhaling so much that you should feel exhausted, okay? Take out all the air from your chest. You will be doing it 3 times. Shreyas, back straight, very good. Geeta, Neeta, everybody are ready?
Very good. Noted.
Very good. You can unmute yourself also, so that inhale deep, inhale. Inhale deep, feel the prana coming out of your body. Inhale deep. Last time we will do it. And when you're doing the sound, try to feel the kundalini, the energy moving from your root plexus to your genital region, to your umbilicus, to your heart, to your throat, to your forehead, and above your head. Feel the energy moving up. Last one more time, inhale. Keeping your eyes closed, meditate for a while. Observe your breath, count your breaths. After the 1 minute meditation, gently folding your palms, we'll end the session with the peace prayer. Inhale deep, we'll all chant together.
करवावहे तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
With a gentle smile on your face, rubbing your palms. Place your warm and hot palms on your eyes. Absorb the warmth. Slowly promise yourself that you are going to be a good child, moving towards the light of knowledge, being an obedient child and disciplined child. Namaste. Bow to Divine. Bow to Divine.
Namaste.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, everyone. We will end this session. See you again on Wednesday. Okay? Bye-bye.